What's going on, shipmates? We are back here in Echo. Another week, another update, new events. Here we go. So, I'm going to start off with the basics, the small updates. So, we'll start with Patrol. So, the only new thing going on is Operation Eureka. It's here for the whole week. Shadow Cosmos is still here. Stormy Skyfront is still here. Everything else is the same. Next, we have Modulate Star here to the left. That's this week's little starry modulators, the little things here to get you some extra rewards. This is going to be Arms Enhancement, which is these things right here to increase your combat arm stuff. 40 for those. I think it's each 120 and then 40. And then once you hit the 230 mark, then it's going to be 20 living metal, which is used to summon the combat arms. So it works in. So doing these two total gives you 60. And then here at the bottom is the event task. So what you need to do to get glory star points and progress to move down. And then once you hit the 230, it goes on to the next stage, which is a different. These will stay the same, the progress reward, but then the big one here will change. It'll be like something like this up here or something else. So that's going on for this. What do we got? We got 4 more days for this one, so that's going on this week. The Neolith event is over, so that's gone. I did read in the announcements. I can't pull it up. It's gone for me, but it'll pop up tomorrow. But this Neolith here, the Golden Fleece, will be coming back, and I believe it is tomorrow, which is Wednesday. I have to double check. I know it's going to be probably, because Wednesday is where they do kind of like a midweek reset. They have they reset, or they switched it up, some of the featured characters or cases, and that'll get changed. So this one I believe is the next one coming that I read. I'll probably do a short little video just to cover that event and let you guys know how long that one's going on for. So look out for that. I did not read if it was going to be its own event like the last one, or if it's going to be featured in the actual summon page. I hope it is in the summon page, just because if you guys have been watching my videos, I've been saving those summons for a while. I have, I think, like 200 now, which is pretty much, hopefully, will make me hit the pity and get that, whatever the next UR is. So Patrol, Module Star, Neolith event is over. Echo of Azir Part 2 is pretty much done. It's going to get switched out tonight. This is Tuesday night going into Wednesday, so that's pretty much it. If you do have any more of these Septiums left over, the shop is still open. Get in there and spend them now while you can. We have an hour and 15 minutes, so probably by the time you see this video, it'll be gone. So all right, and then the big event, that's pretty much it. Everything else is this pretty much this. So you have Gift of the Fireflies. I'll go over this real quick. This pops up every now and then. This is also going to be around for another day, and then that'll disappear. This one and the fishing koi fish kind of bounce back and forth for those mini events. All right, so the big case that I don't know if everybody's seen, but it's all over the place. Azure Star. This is the event. This is the new UR unit up. And to go over this event, the same thing as most of the new ones that I've been seeing in my videos. You have 6 different things here. You have your battle pass. You have your anxiety contract, which is just diamonds and stuff like that to buy to get more summons and whatnot. And to buy I believe it's like the different outfits, stuff like that, and skins. The daily mission is what you want to pay attention to. This is where you get your little free stuff. Achievements for doing the chapters and the story mode for this unit is here. Then, of course, Eton, that's her name, I just saw right here. And once you obtain it, you get the SR version of her combat arms. And as you do more and more achievements here, it gives you more and more, as you get more of these, the Tasted Bento, which is which is the currency for this event. As you build up right here, 3,000 and 5,000, you get more pieces to get it start up and to break through the SR version, not the UR version. So that's there. That's been the same. You have 3, which is logging in, challenging the boss, and then spending 500 action points gets you these rewards. And then of course the footprint here is used for the boss mode or the boss challenge. That's going to be over here, which is Witchbound, and it is Ring, right? That's, am I saying that right? Yeah. Ring, there's 2 days left for this one. Like I said, so you get the points here. The footprints, the more you get, the more bonus effects and attributes you can get added and unlock, which gives your squad buffs, and then the bigger the buffs, the more damage you do, the more rewards you get. So for this one, it looks like you're getting this random resource random chest, and then for the other one, and it kind of goes back and forth as you can see here. And then the next one, you get the Gashbon tickets if you are at that level and unlocked the Gashbon summon. So that, and then for the last part we're going to talk about on here is going to be the main story mode. I did the first one already, so let's go ahead and see here. You'll get 300 more fight here, and then I think I said it before. I just started saying that. I just noticed that for these story modes where you see actual story like mini movies or whatnot, you get 45 or 50 more, so that's another 90 plus the 300, so you get about 500 more fight for each chapter of the mission. So let's go ahead and claim these. I just finished these earlier today, and then of course every 2 days they unlock the next chapter if you get to that. So I just finished the first chapter, and now I'm on to the second chapter. Oh, you know what, let's just do this real quick. So this is here, it has like a little story mode. You can find out more about Eton and kind of her past and whatnot. So yeah, it's 45. So then 45, and then from there, it's just gonna be your regular story mode kind of battles, just like that. You can skip them, kind of like the regular expeditions, and then you just kind of move on and moving through the story mode for this event. There's 12 sections. You go all the way, and then of course you get all of these, and you get another more fight. So that's it for the event. Other than that, let's go into the draws. Let's take a look at the Eton unit. So I'll go over that afterwards. So we have Yora. Sorry, she's only going to be here for a little bit longer. Unfortunately, I'm about a day or so behind on the posting, so I apologize for that. But if you do have her, she is one of the links for Eton. Next, we have Sphinx. She is back, a rerun for her. She's here for another 4 days. I did use her when she first came out. Control attack seal unit. She was good. If you have Nebu, she's definitely good with that. Those are her links. I don't have Nile or Zendaya. I did have these 3, which did help a little bit. Or actually, for this one, you need both. I don't know why it says or. I've noticed that. I do have some other units where I do have like kind of like this situation where it says either, you know, Rahina or Nile, and I have one obviously, but this buff, the Game of Life, with her HP increased by 25%, it does not activate. I don't know if that's a typo from the game or whatnot, but I did notice with another unit, once I got the other one, then once I got both, it then unlocked and activated the link. So even though it does say or, I do believe you need both, not just one or the other. All right, so yeah, you can take a look at her if you want, and then of course we're gonna go over Deep Water Shield Detonation Eton. She is Bifrost faction. 7448, 612, which is the average DPS. Those there. Her links are Tomi. I think she's only been... Ooh, I don't know if Tomi's had a rerun yet. I know I did get her the first time because I thought she was pretty cool. She was another tank that I wanted to try out. She was good. I did have her on the team for a little while, but her attack just wasn't enough. She was definitely heavier on the tank and shield side. And then of course I didn't really have that many links with her. As you know, the more links, the better your kind of unit performs, just because it has all these increased buffs off of her base stats already. So Tomi, and then Vika, and what is that? Laska Ux. These two units have not been launched yet, so these are future kind of preview URs. I am playing in the global version of Echocalypse. So if you are in any of the other CN, JP, SCA servers, my fault. I know most of them are ahead of us, about a good 6 months or so. So I do see some videos of other people posting that have like, oh, this unit's kind of coming up, like, oh, look out for that, stuff like that for the global side. So these, like I was saying, these units haven't been released yet, but they are coming. So, and then at the bottom here, another ore situation, Aiken, which I do have, and then of course Yora is going to be the last link here, which is going to be HP increased by 25%, resistance 18% for Alaska Ux, and then Vika is armor increased by 18%. But the big one that I like is Tomi, which is attack increased by 18%. So let's take a look at her skills. So her first regular, Eton swings her weapon to deal physical damage equal to 154% to a single enemy. Very basic, very simple, not bad. Secondary, physical damage equal to 116% attack to all enemies. Awesome. AoE, big AoE. And self-applies Whale Descendant for 2 rounds. Right here. And Whale Descendant, what does that mean? It means immune to debuffs applied by units carrying Frost Seal, which is another effect, with a max of 2 effects per round. So Frost Seal, does it get explained down here further down? I think, I believe Frost Seal gets applied with another skill of hers. So secondary, 160% attack to all enemies, applies Whale Descendant, which means that's pretty cool because it's immune to debuffs, which means any shield detonation, anything like I believe Coretta is her name, where she does the burn, stuff like that, as soon as the match starts. So that's great. And I believe Frost Seal is, I believe, given off of her passive. We'll look over that next. So first and secondary, let's look at her ultimate. All right, so ultimate unleashes her full potential, striking the enemy with all her might and dealing 173% physical damage to all enemies. That's a big AoE. So pretty much all 6 enemy units, big AoE. That's cool. I don't believe anybody else does that. Usually it's like either front row or back row, or like directly in front of them. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's definitely going to be other ones that do all of them, but there's not too many. So that's a pretty good AoE. She applies Colossal Deterrence to herself and nearby allies for 2 rounds. So Colossal, it means absorbs damage taken up to 20% max HP, which is cool. All right, so 20% of the damage getting done to herself and then 2 allies, which probably going to be, depending on where you put her, either the ones, if you put her in the back middle or front middle, it's going to be the ones, above or to her left and to her right, from what it looks like. Cool. We love damage absorption, so that's 20% off the big hits that you're getting from those big DPS units automatically getting taken off. So not bad. Not bad. Simple, very simple skills here. It's like damage done, effects, that's it. Cool. So let's take a look at her passive. Even simpler. Eton dislikes being too close to strangers. At the start of battle, she gains 2 rage and 25 potential. So right off the bat, man, she's starting off a leg up than everybody else. Oh, here it goes. Frost Seal. It looks like it unlocks at the level 2, which is going to be when you break through her the first time. So Frost Seal can stack up to 3 times. Each stack reduces the carrier's attack and armor resistance by 5% and increases the damage taken from Eton by 20. Wow. So, all right. So it's pretty much, it goes, it goes on the enemy team. It can stack 3 times, which means the max amount could be armor resistance or reducing, well, actually it's both, my fault, reducing attack and armor by 5%, which is 1 stack. 3 stacks would be 15%. And increases the damage taken from Eton by 20%, stacked up to 3 times, which is 60%. And she has pretty much the same DPS, or the same base attack stat as most of your DPS units. So that's not bad. Of course, you would need to break through, so you have to get her twice to unlock that skill. But that's pretty much goes for, a little side note, goes for all units. These are grayed out because obviously they're not activated, and you need to break through each character to unlock these. So if you see here, let me get out of here. It's not going to show you here. Okay, that's weird. So pretty much each unit has, you have to, I think 7 stars is the max. Let me just show you guys real quick. Let's head over to the squad. Right here. So we'll take Ziz, for example, right here at the bottom. If we go to boost, oh, it's not right through right here. So 0 to 1, it tells you here which ones get activated, and you need to have a dupe of that character. So as you see here, you need another 60, which is the 1. So if you get her again in a summon, it's going to be 60 pieces, and then that causes the breakthrough. Now you see here they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 stars, 7 breakthroughs. And when you hit each breakthrough, more and more skills get unlocked. So if we go back, that's what's being explained here. When you look at these, so 1 star, when you unlock it, this comes 1 star at 3 stars. The final level 3 of the passive gets unlocked. When you look at the ultimate, 0 star, which is when you get the base. 2 star, you get the next level, which each one increases the damage, increases pretty much all the percentages that the unit does, it gets increased. 5 star, it goes up even more. Look at that, that's crazy. Colossal Deterrence at 5 star. Absorb damage taken up to 40% max HP. And on the next active attack, 50% of the absorbed damage is reflected back to all enemies. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So these are very good units at base level, but if you really keep them a part of your team and they work, and you're building off the links, and you have faction the same, getting more buffs, and then you start, and then you keep them, they do the reruns, you get this character more and more, you unlock them, and they get better and better. So Eton, if you have Bifrost, if you need DPS, shield detonation is good. There's a lot of shield giving units out there. My whole team that I have, my whole squad right now, pretty much gives each other and themselves shields, so that's great. I think it's simple and good unit. Obviously her links are a little eerie, a little bit not all the way there, because obviously we still have 2 units that have not been released that would give her the full 4. And who knows, I don't know the schedule of when they get released or anything like that. I don't think there is a specific schedule. Like I said, most of the time you have to look at other the game in other parts of the country. But again, they also don't follow that as well. I mean, I've played other games where, JP, the next one would be a certain unit, and then they don't put that unit out for like another 8 months. So it's up to the devs in the game when they want to put out these units. So, but I mean, good simple skills, nothing too complicated or too like, oh, this buff. You need this specific situation for it to active. It's real simple. It's boom, you get this, you get this, you get this, you get debuffs, you get the Whale Descendant, you get the Frost Seal if you get it twice. Colossal Deterrence isn't bad. That's a pretty good one. Damage absorption of the 20% max HP. And then if you have this link, if you have Yora and Aiken, 25% more on top of what she already has. So yeah, I would say go for her. I kind of want to get her just because she looks really cool. And I think she would work in my team just for now, because I'm like I've stated in other videos before, but I'm really focusing on the links right now. Just trying to get an all around better team and trying to get myself through the PvP side, all that kind of stuff. But if I do get her, or if I do try to get her, I will have to get Yora too right here, because I don't have her at all. And I would need her to activate that last link at the bottom. So other than that, that's about it. I will say I hit level 70. I did unlock Treasure Hunt, which is, I believe, the last part that you can unlock by hitting levels. This is just another way to add more attack to your account. It's pretty much it's these little pieces here. I haven't really looked. Treasures. They're called treasures. You get all three. You make a set. Stuff like that. There's different ones. There's Fairy Kingdom, which is like, it looks like Nutcracker themed, Sleeping Beauty themed here. You got the Immortal Serpent God, Augustine Dynasty, the Goizen, Sea Legend, and then I believe this time it's Alice in Wonderland and Cinderella. These things give more buffs right here, and when you have all three, it unlocks even more. So just another thing to summon for. Cool thing is, these three here are pretty much here the whole time. You get one free summon per thing here. So that's one brush print. See here, there's other ones that go with it that pair up. Not decent bad buff in account power. I mean, 2,000. I haven't gotten any SSRs. I've gotten a few SRs, and it was about a good 5. I think maybe the most was 8,000 account power added. So those are there. You know what? We got some summons. I'll try a few. Let's see if we get it right off the bat. I will say I probably am looking forward to those other units that haven't come out yet. And another thing too, if you're just starting off or anything like that, something to keep in mind with these URs coming out is that I think I explained it or showed it. In my last video, is that right now when they release the unit, yes, there's not that much. There's not much going on here, but when these two come out, this unit could become even stronger. Because this is for everybody, not just you, of course. As well as there could be another unit that fits your squad perfect, but guess what? One of her links is going to be Eton, and because you didn't grab her, now one of your links are going to be dead. So that's what happened to me with the Tales of Azure Part 2. Renee, she was, I believe, East Rise. Pretty decent unit, but I could have had her 4 links maxed out, but Hathor was one of the links, and I did not have Hathor. My Hathor review is funny. She's like, that video where I review her, she's pretty popular. A lot of people use her. A lot of people went after her, and it's like my most viewed video right now. And I didn't summon for her. I was like, good unit, she's great, but she didn't fit my squad at that time. She was a different faction. It didn't add up. I didn't really have too many links for her, so I was like, I'm gonna skip this one. Lo and behold, later down on the line, another unit popped up. Really could have used her, and then I couldn't use it to her full max potential because I didn't have Hawthorne. So that's kind of just a little piece of advice. If you can get them, if you can't get them, try to get them. Pretty much, I would say you could probably get one of each. Well, did they just change? Oh, I think they just changed this. Whoa, I have to look at that. I don't think it was 60. I thought it was 50. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, I do believe you have enough. I mean, it's going to be really hard to do 60 enough summons and stuff like that. But if you're around my level, where you're getting close and you're starting to get to that point where like a lot of stuff is, a lot of different patrols and different stuff like that, events are unlocking for you. For example, look, I'll show you right here. So over here in Procurement Center, this is where everything is. So see, off season, these are other things that happen and go on event wise. So right now we have Eureka and Sky, which are like the special ones, and then boom, right here, 5 free summons right there. Boom. I like to get everything here because I mean, if I get the unit, I'm gonna need, well, maybe I might not use her right off the bat, but later on I might need to. So I get all that stuff like that. It gets featured. You can get that. And like I said, participating in these just once or twice, it could be enough to get you the draws and amount of more fight that you need to try to summon and get the character. So, all right, can I get her early? I don't want to hit the pity. Come on. Oh, yo. We got her. I hit it before the pity, the 60 pity. I think it was at 45. We got Eton. Great. All right, cool. So I might try her out. I want to see what her super looks like. I like the new UR supers. They do a lot of cool cutscenes and stuff like that. So reset, I didn't hit. I think it was at 45. So I got 6,300 left. That's what, 3,000 is 20, so about 40 summons. So hopefully the next one that comes out, the next big one, I'll have saved up enough. All right, folks, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Subscribe. I did find another game off of 7X, I believe is the name of the platform. I'm going to be putting that out this week as well. It's a great, cool Chinese game. Style, folklore kind of deal. Pretty cool. Like I said, I'll put it out, cover it. A new server for it just came out today. So I tried it out, did the intro, looks great. I'll be covering that for you guys. But other than that, look forward to the next one when I go over, hopefully that next Neolith. Golden Fleece makes its comeback. But other than that, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment if you have any other questions about Echo, because that's the main thing I'm covering if you've looked at my page. Other than that, fair winds and following seas. See you next time.